Hello everyone. Today topic is how to use dbatels.notebook.run function in Databricks. So this function allows to run a notebook from another notebook as a child notebook. So it is primarily used for orchestrating complex workflows and pipelines. So this is like magic command, and you can use either %run or by using dbatels.notebook.run. I already made one video on how to use %run magic command. So, but this function is totally different from that. So here I am going to explain about more advanced and real-time scenario. So here, since the main purpose of this function is to run notebook from another notebook. So this is my parent notebook and I have one child notebook also. So parent notebook, what it does is it sends via arguments. So it sends via arguments means if you see the syntax of dbatels.notebook.run. So here syntax is, so first we need to mention the path. That means the path of the child notebook and timeout seconds and these arguments. So these arguments will define in the form of dictionary. So in dictionary, we are passing as key value pairs. So through those arguments, it will send to child notebook. And child notebook, what it does is it reads via widgets. So if you see in child notebook, I created widgets here. So whatever it's sending through argument, it will receive through widgets and it will process the node. So next, what is the key rules? So always pass strings only. And in case of parent notebook, always try to use json.dumps. And in child notebook, use json.loads. In child notebook, always create widgets and always return string using exit. So that means, so these widgets we need to create here. And one more is at the exit statement. So we need to use the exit statement. Why? Because this is a child notebook. So generally we need to run this parent notebook. If you start the parent notebook, in background, child notebook will run. But we cannot see that how child notebook runs. But how we'll get confirmation is whether child notebook got success or not. So we need to pass like this statements by using this one, dbatels.notebook.exit. So this is dbatels.notebook.run and this is exit. So that means once our notebook completes, at the end I give an exit, and what it exit means it has to pass some notification by using this. So that is the meaning of this one. So always create widgets and always return string using exit. So first we'll see the syntax. So dbatels.notebook.run. So we are using run method, and inside that we need to pass the path. So this path is child notebook path and timeout underscore seconds. Timeout underscore seconds means we need to pass the number of seconds. That number we need to pass. So that means if you are passing some 100 seconds here, so if this child notebook, if it is not passing this within this 100 seconds, it will throw error. So that we'll see one by one. So next is arguments. So arguments we need to pass in the form of dictionary. So here path is the relative or absolute workspace path to the notebook. That means child notebook. So this particular child notebook, we need to pass either relative or absolute workspace path we need to provide. And timeout underscore seconds. the maximum time to wait for the run to complete. So setting this to 0 means no timeout. So maximum time to wait means, so once you run this notebook by using this command, so suppose if you mention 100 seconds, so it will wait up to 100 seconds to complete the notebook. Suppose if you mention 0 here, so that means there is no time limit. So it can run at unlimited time. And what is the arguments is a dictionary of key value pairs, strings only. So the key value pairs is strings passed to child notebook as Databricks widgets. So that means we'll see here the arguments means this this one we are passing here arguments. So that means this one, these arguments we need to pass to child notebook via Databricks widgets. So first we'll go with example. So this is our parent notebook. So first what I'm doing, I'm defining the widget variable parameters here. So that means define the inputs. So my one of my parameter is source underscore database names. So here I'm passing as a dictionary. So that means key value pair I'm passing here. So one is a bronze database name, silver, gold, and manual. And one more parameter is source table names. So this is database names. This is table names. So this also I'm passing as dictionary. So my source table name and my sales table name and detail, fact, key value, currency path. So these are all the table names I am passing here. And one more is read underscore options underscore dictionary. So whenever you're reading CSV file, you generally mention this one, header as true, info schema as true. And whenever writing the file, so generally we'll use these two things, mode as overwrite and med schema as true. And I'm passing source column names as list of elements here. So these are all the input parameters I'm going to pass to widgets. So now I define the input parameters. Next is convert JSON strings. So whatever here I have dictionary, either this dictionary or this list, I want to convert to strings, string type. So for that, what I can do, I'm using json.dumps. So json.dumps, what it does is, it will convert Python objects. So Python object means either list or dictionary or booleans or string. So it will convert to string type. So that is the purpose of json.loads. So there are two things will be there, json.loads and json.dumps. So the functionality is totally vice versa. So json.dumps, what it does, it will convert a Python object to string type. json.loads, what it does is, it will convert string to Python objects. So I already made one video on how to use json.loads that you can refer that. So here what I'm doing, for each parameter, what I defined here. So first one is source underscore database names. So my key value is that one, and that particular parameter by using json.dumps, I'm converting. So that means here I have dictionary. So this dictionary I'm passing as JSON string. String type I'm converting by using json.dumps. Next, silver database name. So that is silver database name, silver database name. Okay. So silver database names, how I'm getting here is source database name. So that means from this of silver. So source database name of silver. So that means this one. So this value and source table names. So here source table names is a dictionary. So this dictionary By using json.dumps, I'm converting to string. And after that, after converting from this, I'm picking source and sales. So from this, I'm picking source and sales. So that means these values I'm extracting here. And read options dictionary. So read options dictionary, this is dictionary actually. So since it is dictionary, we are using here json.dumps. So it will convert dictionary to string. So same way for write options dictionary. So this dictionary, it will convert to string by using json.dumps. So similar way, source underscore call, this list, it will convert to string. So now what I'm doing, I defined one variable that is parameter, and within this, I'm creating one dictionary, key value pairs. So my first key value is this one source database name. So that I converted by using json.dumps. And this dictionary I'm passing here. So here what I'm doing, here I'm calling my child notebook. So child notebook, how I'm calling here is db_atils.notebook.run. And what is the syntax here? First, we need to pass the relative path or absolute path. If you see here, relative or absolute workspace path. So that I'm passing here. So how I'm passing here is, so this is my child notebook. So here you can click on share and you can copy this link and you can paste here. So that there you will get your relative workspace path here. And next is timeout underscore seconds. So here I passed 600 seconds. So where is our syntax? Here, this one, timeout underscore seconds. So that I passed as 600 seconds. So that means this parent notebook, it will wait up to 600 seconds. So that means the child notebooks, it has to finish within this 600 seconds. Otherwise, it will terminate. Next, arguments. So these arguments equal to params. So params means this parameter, this dictionary I'm passing here. So if I run this cell now, so it will run, and before running, what I will do is first I will explain child notebook. So how this input goes there, and otherwise first I will run this one. First I'm running this cell, these parameters. Next I will run this one. If you see here, this it will start here. See here pending 4 seconds and it is running here. See here duration 8 seconds, 9 seconds, and we'll see how many within seconds it will complete. See here within 13 seconds it got completed, but we given up to 600 seconds. Suppose for trial purpose, what I will do is I will give some 10 seconds here. We'll see what will happen. See, it succeeded in 8 seconds. Okay. Now I'll try to give some 5 seconds. Okay. So it taking roughly 8 seconds. So I expected it will get failed, but it not happening that. It running even if you are giving less timeout seconds. So after completion, it giving end time, start time, end time, and this is the notebook path we passed, and this is the duration it took to complete this notebook, and status is succeeded. And if you get any error here, it will give you error code. And whatever you are passing this here parameter. That means this dictionary, it will generate here. See here, if you over our mouse here, see read underscore options dictionary. That is header equal to true, infer schema equal to true. So that means all this dictionary. So that this dictionary means all these values, all these parameters, it will store here in run parameters. And this one, it will push to child notebook. So that is the meaning here. Parent notebook sends via arguments. So whatever I have for our parameters through these arguments, that means here this information, this whole information, it will pass to child nodes. So this we'll see later. So now we'll see how this information will pass to child node. So here what I did. So this is my child notebook. As I see initially, our child notebook, we had to create widgets. Why we need to create widget here is uh, always create widgets in child. So reads through widgets. So whatever we are passing information through arguments, it will reads through widgets. So for that, we need to create the widgets here. So what are I defined here parameters? Source database name, and so whatever I defined here, source database name, silver database name, source table names, source table name. So all these things I created here. Okay, so those all parameters it will pass here. So by using widget.text. So first what it does is it will create the widget. This 2, 4, 5 widgets it will create. These 5 widgets mainly for, so wherever I mention no json.loads source underscore database names, except these things, except index thing. So this one, source database name, source table name, read options dictionary, write options dictionary, source column. So these 5 things I'm creating here by using text method. And by using get method, I'm reading those widget values. So that means these widgets will create while running this notebook, no? While running this one, here automatically these 5 widgets will get create. And for those 5 widgets, these parameters, it will pass automatically. So whatever we have now, so read options dictionary. If you see first one, read options dictionary. So for this widget, it will pass this value. So it will pass this one, header equal to true, infer schema equal to true. So that it will pass here. And similar way, all the widget values, it will pass here and it will read here. Through get method, it will read here. So after reading, what it does is, if you take first this one, source database name string here, that is this one. This one, source database name string. Here I'm using json.loads. Why? Because if you see, for all the things are given json.loads. Why? Because if you see our input, this is our dictionary, and this also dictionary, this also dictionary, this also dictionary, this also list. So whenever you get output from widget, that means here after using get method, what will happen? You will get as string type. Your widget output will be string type. So if you want to get as Python object, you have to use this one, json.loads. So json.loads, source database names string means, source database names string means. So this one you will get that as a dictionary, because this is the dictionary, no? So this dictionary through widget, it will read as string. that string again it will convert to dictionary. So here after applying this json.loads, it will become dictionary, and I given for verification, or you can say safer side, I given if condition. So if source database names, so source database names means this one, this widget value. If this widget value is available, then it will do this one. If it is not available, it will print empty dictionary. And similar way for this also. So source table names string. So this also dictionary. If this widget is available, so if this widget value is available, source table names this one. If it is available, then it will convert. Otherwise, it will give you empty dictionary. And a similar way for these things also. Remaining things also same thing. And after converting this one, I'm printing here. So now what will be our output here? These same things. This dictionary, this dictionary, this dictionaries, this list. This list of things is the our output here. And after that, what it does is here I'm printing the message here. Like here I used f string. In f string, what I given processed. So after processed empty, and here I given db. So what is the db name? Source database names. Here what is the source database names? That is this one. And in this dot get method silver. So what is silver here? Silver underscore db. So here you will get a db as silver underscore db. So if you see here in output, here you will see db as silver underscore db. And similar way, if you see the table, source table names dot get source, source table names, source table names got source. So that is orders, source, that is orders. So here your output will be table as orders. So next is columns. What columns need to print? Source underscore col. So that means this one. So that is what source underscore col, our same output here. This same thing need to print here. It will print here. See here columns. This list of elements it will print. So here I created variable with f string, and this f string, what I'm doing here, I'm creating one more dictionary like output. In output, I have two key value parameters. So I'm status is success. So if this notebook is finished, it came up to here means it will print as success, and message what it gives is result underscore message dot string. So here what is result underscore message? This one. So whatever I told you, that output it will print here. Dot strip means if any trailing and leading spaces are there, it will read. So this is output. Finally, what I'm doing, db utils dot notebook dot exit. So that means I'm mentioning this notebook is completed and it is exiting with this message. What is message is json dot dumps output. So what is output here? This is the dictionary. So this dictionary, now what will happen? By using json dot dumps, it will convert to string. So that string we are getting here. So result. So output, and here read output. So here this result is this one. So this result that it will print here first up to here, up to here this one. This is our raw result. So that means whatever it happening here, that it will print here. So how it is printing here? So whatever it passing here, no, this one status is success. So here status is success, and one more is whatever this output is there, it will print in the form of string format. So here status as success, next message processed, and if you see here message, what is message here? Result underscore message. That means this whole thing it will pass here. First is processed, then db table columns. So processed db table columns. So that output will get it. So that means whatever here output is there, this output that it will print here. And next is convert back to dictionary. That means this result, that means this result. Now it is string, right? So that means here we converted, right? JSON.terms as string type. So that we are converting again back to dictionary by using json.loads. So it will convert to dictionary now. After converting, what I'm doing, print status. So first status, how I'm getting result underscore dictionary. So from here, status. So since this is a dictionary, no, if you see here, it will convert to dictionary. So dictionary items we can access by using index method. Either index method you can access it or by using get method. So here I'm using index method. So result underscore dictionary means this one of status. What is status? Success. And uh, what is the message? Result underscore dictionary message. So next second key is message. What is the message here? This remaining this whole thing, it will print here. So what I'll do, I will keep the space here, means I'll print in next line, and message also I'll print in next line. If I try to rerun this one, see here we are getting in next lines. So this is status, success we are getting separate, and this message we are getting separate. Okay, so on high level, what is happening? So first I'm defining the parameters. So widget values I'm defining here. After defining those things, I'm creating one dictionary here. So these Python objects I'm converting to string type by using json.loads. So I defined one variable parameter that is the dictionary. This whole widget values I'm passing as a dictionary through here. And if I run this one by mentioning child notebooks, these are all parameters. It will pass to child notebook. So in child notebook through widgets, it will receive these widget values and it will print here. So it will print here and it will exit the result with this output, and this output again it will pass here. It will pass here. Okay, so and here few more things like timeout underscore seconds. Currently I mentioned as 600. What it means is parent notebook will wait a maximum of 600 seconds for the child notebook to finish execution. So db_utils.notebook.run executes another notebook, that is child notebooks. So that is this one. So the parent notebook pauses and waits. So if a child notebook finishes within 600 seconds, so result is returned. So if it is taking longer than 600 minutes, it will throw you timeout error. And suppose no timeout means, so here I mentioned 600. Suppose in case if I mention 0, then it will wait indefinitely until notebook completes. So this is the whole meaning of this one. Next one is case 1. So child finishes in 2 minutes. So if child notebook finishes in 2 minutes, but we mentioned timeout underscore seconds as 600 seconds, it works fine because 2 minutes is less than 10 minutes. So if a child notebook takes 12 minutes, so timeout seconds is 600 seconds. So it will throw you this timeout error. But actually we defined as 10 minutes. So 600 seconds means 10 minutes, but it taking 12 minutes. That means 2 minutes more it taking. So it will throw you timeout error. And high level, what we are doing here is end-to-end workflow is first we are defining parent notebook. In parent notebook, we are using json.dumps to convert Python objects to string type. And these things we are passing through arguments. These arguments it processing to child notebooks and it picking through widgets. And those widgets we are again converting to native Python format by using json.loads. So that means Python objects will get either list, dictionary, tuple, or Boolean operations. And there in child notebook, if you have any transformations or something, it will do processing. Once processing, there we are using json.dumps to send that output, whatever it processed or transformation, that output, it will send back to again parent notebook by using this one dblt utils notebook dot exit by using the message. So this message it will receive the parent notebook via string format. Why? Because we are using json.dumps. So this string format we are mm, processing to parent notebook, and after that we are using again json.loads to get back to native Python object format. So this is about how to use this function dp dot notebook dot run and how to run both parent and child notebooks. So that's all about this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.